Planet Coaster has just received another update. While it's still in an alpha state, it now has terrain tools and other fun things. I'm going to show those to you today, because any excuse to play this game, and I will take it. Right, so I am loading up. Right, so I have loaded up. Wow, that took literally about a second. I'm loading up park that I already have an entrance for, so we can start building a few things and rides and stuff. It's got no rides at the moment, it's just sort of a piratey themed entrance. In fact, if we go to the first person view and whip around here, you'll see what I was going for. So we go around the big terrifying mascot, and then, oh, piratiness! So we've got a pirate ship that seems to have crashed through this palm tree here. We've got our first building here, what I has built, our second building here, sort of taverny things. There's a bit of a pond situation happening here, which I quite like, and there's a little boat that's a bit disheveled, and there's, of course, this beautiful lighting absolutely everywhere, and the moon. Oh, they've stopped playing. Yes, we have a nice little bit of detail. If we go down here, we've got a little bit of a markety thing, and then we've got sort of an old, what's it called, building. Yeah, that design of building. The noise is coming from in here, inside the tavern, because inside the tavern, I actually built a little interior. I sort of kept it hollow, and then put in that automated animatronic-y people. So every now and then they'll kick up a tune, so it looks quite nice. And of course around here there's just decoration. You never go in here, and there they go. But then people who visit can just have a look through that, and they'll see people singing. And I've got a nice little stone path what I made there. That's actually, if we click on that, you can see they're actually all huge rocks that are massively underground. But it's just that little bit of their top just poking up, and there's the ones from that side. Just absolutely massive rocks that are just mostly, pretty much everything I built is underground so far. But yeah, anyway, let's show you the new stuff. Woo! So, the first edition, and a rather big edition, is coasters. Coasters are now properly in the game. As you can see, there's a fair few types of it. Before, you had to put a cheat in to get them, so it was sort of like an alpha within an alpha, because they weren't quite done yet. But now, this is the first proper go at coasters. So as you can see, a whole new menu system for them. Everything's all divided up nice and neatly. Not actually try this yet. We're going to try this as we go, but I have noticed that you can colour them as you go. So that's nice. In rides, I believe there's a couple of new rides, because I don't recognise that thing. Seen that before? Don't know. I think there's a few possible things in there. There's a few things I just don't recognise. But I don't know. Oh. Sorry, I heard someone yelling at me then. The game made a ka-chink sound, and now my money's gone down. So I'm assuming that they've added money and a little bit of park management to the game. I'm not entirely sure if they have done that, or was that in there before? I don't know, I normally just like bushes in this game. There's new scenery and stuff, including, I believe that's new, a recycling bin, because that's very useful and very nice. I like these little red coat guys that hang around and they take some shots. You can actually also have them marching, which I quite like. You can always hide that under the ground if that's what you want. And there's a few new things scattered around the place. There's some ladders and things, too, just like that. There's a few extra bushes and stuff. Possibly a few signs, but the big addition to the scenery this time is VFX. So now, you can have some visual effects everywhere. Oh, there's people in my park now. Oh, look at him saunter. I'm bubbling the shit out of this guy. He's like, yeah, fucking love bubbles. Yeah, these are little things that you can plonk anywhere and they will spew a thing out. So in this case, this one's spewing out bubbles. This one spews out confetti. So if we have, say, one there, and then, oops, daisies, that's actually attached itself to the building. And then one there, and done. Now we have a nice confetti intro. So when you go through here, you're going to be, well, you're going to have confetti shit out of you. The confetti shit out of you? Yeah, that's English. We got this new, like, electrical panels in various sizes. There's electrical rods. If you need any electricity, these are going to be useful. If you want to recreate Back to the Future by having a, by having some lightning go across a rod, totally doable now. There's this one just sparks. That one's a whole explosion. At the moment, you can't time these or anything, as far as I can tell. They just go off randomly. I'm assuming at some point you will be able to do that, or time it with rides and things. But yeah, if you just want to have your building randomly just explode, then that's there for you. There's a very large fire pit, which you can always put underground and set buildings on fire and stuff. There's a small one. There's a little, like, torchy kind of one, if that's the sort of thing you want. There's a big one! He's a bit big. Yeah, well, have you got confetti, but also we're going to set you on fire as you go through. Next VFX is some smoke. Just like that little thing there. Oh, I love the way that catches in the light. That's really rather nice. I like having this sort of on its side. When my few little experiments, have it something like that, and then you sort of, if you're doing like a haunted ride or something, then there you can have like some smoke just creeping out onto the paths. And then there's a medium-sized one. And there's a small size one for your smoking needs. There's sparks if you want something sparking. Of course, all of these things can be like totally buried in. So if you go there and you plonk it down, then you've got a floor that's just going to be sparking, like that one. We've got this is a slightly more pathetic set of sparks. That's just what my computer looks like every day. And this one is a bit more constant and throwing out. There's steam if you want to have something that steams. I'm just excited by the prospects of making a steampunk sort of thing with lots of steam. Like, you actually build a train with steam coming out the top of it now, if that's what you wanted. Or small steam. There's water jets that go swoosh like that. Spoosh. This is an intermittent one. That's intermittent. Large one. Small one. And then there's consistent ones. And then if you put them on the side, they go like that. If they are they actually? Yeah, they actually have like proper physics and stuff. Ooh, splash, 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 splash. So yeah, that's why that's sparking. So yeah, they're the visual effects. They're quite new and they're quite nice. But they're not the most impressive thing that this has added, because the most impressive thing that this has added is the terrain tools, which we'll get to in a second, because I've just realised there's a whole bunch of new stuff. I think everything with a white dot is new, because I don't recognise seeing brick walls and things. Yeah, there's a few new building-y things. So if you're one of those people who builds buildings, like possibly me, then more things to build with. If you want different kind of balconies, or maybe a very big door, then this is all here for you. But no new Chief Beef signs. No new Chief Beef signs. Ooh, but there are signs for new rides. So yes, those rides are in fact new to this alpha. Good. Now I know things. I've used my logics and my skills and my maths. Or my ability to read, one of them. So, the terrain tools. Now, the terrain tools are definitely going to be the thing we talk about once we've gone through what's new in paths. Now, it looks like the entire pathing thing has changed. It looks very, very different, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's a lot more flexible than you do weird things like extend your paths like that, and for it to all fit on and clonk on, and it seems to, I don't know, it seems to have changed. I've not actually done a lot with these paths yet, so I wouldn't know. What I can tell you is definitely new is we've got these new natural paths, which are just like little dirt paths that are roped off, or just rocked off, like that. Or you can just have absolutely invisible paths, just stoned off. So if you want to have something without a path, like maybe people think they're trekking through a jungle, then you can just have these little wooden stumps there to guide people, and they will follow it. Okay, now we should probably talk about the terrain tools. Wait, I remembered a definite new thing with paths. If you click and build a path like we were doing, and you wanted it to elevate, before you had to click a little thing that was floating, and it was quite hard to get to. Now you click and hold, and you simply drag up. And now we're making a nice elevated path like that. You could also turn on curved elevation. So you click it where you want it, click it up, and now you can actually make beautiful, spinny, spirally staircases like that. Which is, yeah, it's amazing. This is very, very, very amazing. Okay, fine, let's talk terrain tools. I guess you deserve it. Right, like most games, if you click and hold, then you're going to increase the terrain up like that. If you click and hold and then move it round, as you can see, we're just raising the terrain up. A fair few games can do that. That's sort of a standard terrain tool kind of thing, and of course you can lower it and move it back down, etc, etc. What this game lets you do is, well, you see that circle's completely flat. That means I'm dragging up. Well, this circle, if I bring it over here and it's going out like that, and now I click, it extends out like that. Which means that this isn't just terrain tools, this is basically full 3D modeling. You can basically make anything. The push tool works the same way. If I go like that, it's actually going to just push bits away. And I will point out that yes, you can make floating islands. If you want to make Angel Island or a roller coaster that goes around a giant lava lamp, feel absolutely free. Flat foundation, you just click and it will destroy stuff all the way down to the base level, so it's nice and easy to undo any mistakes you made. There's also a undo key that I find works very nicely, which I very much enjoy. Ooh, over there like that. Scoop you away, scoop you away, scoop you away. As you can see there, because I was flat into foundation, I can then go up to it. Oh, and I can destroy it all there. Lovely jubbly. This is impressive alpha. There's also flat to surface, so if we pull something up like that, the flat to surface means that if we click on an angle like this, whoop, we can create these flat surfaces pretty much immediately from any angle that we want. So there we go, we can make a nice new plinth up there, or we can just extend it out like that. So we have this nice area, and then that can go crashing into the actual ground there. Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh, went in a little bit too far there. But now we've got this whole... I don't know, slightly lower. Oh, didn't get slightly lower. Yeah, we basically, you could just build anything. And again, we can flan it to the old foundation. In fact, we make that much bigger, the flan to the foundation one. They know I like to undo things. They know I get things wrong. But look at that, it's the first time I've seen this game lag. We also have chiseling. Oh, I love chiseling. Oh, I do love chiseling. Right, bring it up. Oh, that's full size, that is. Chiseling just lets you basically do extra bits of detail and stuff. So if we bring the sort of the size down a bit, we can click and hold and it'll start to carve a hole all the way through this poor little thing here. You can do this on a big scale, you can do this on a small scale. So if you want a roller coaster that goes through tunnels, you can actually design the tunnels first. You won't just build holes as you go. You'll actually just be able to carve your way through and rip the terrain apart and do some very, very, very interesting structures. Whoops, the daisies. Started carving the floor there. Good thing we got a surface to fix that one up there like that. So yeah, that's stuff you can do. There's also a smoothing tool which just smooths out all of the creases and things. If you don't like creases, you can smooth them down. It also smooths out. I do like that it also lets you pull up edges and things. So yeah, if we wanted this, then we've got this. Let's just let's make that dig out from the bottom bit there. Let's take a little bit off the top. And then, yeah, that looks like a lady falling over something very large. Right, if we just cut a little bit more off there. Now we've got a floating island at the top. Take that little one away. Oh, I've missed that little one! Oh, I've got a huge thing at the ground. Do some undoing. Let's, oh god, I don't know what to do. Let's smooth this out and see what happens if we smooth this thing out. That shrinks down. That'll lose its little bits of edges. And stuff like that. It's basically, yeah, anything. That looks like a bloody blob of water's going bloop. Look at that. That looks really cool. Quite like that. Let's flatten it again. I could use the undo tool, but I do like just clicking and flattening it. Oh, I flattened those bits over there. That's a nice tool. It's a very nice tool. Also, the other thing they've added is painting. So if you want something to look like rock, there you go. If you want it to look like a different kind of rock, there you go. If you want it to look like sand, there you go. But I will point out that this is actually doing it full 360. So if we just raise this up here, up, 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 like so. Oh, the sun's setting. I was like, why is it so dark? Oh yeah, the sun's probably setting. Now if we paint it all rock, there you go. You'll see that it's all the same rock. That side's just orange because of the sunset. This side is now a thing. Basically, yeah, if you paint it, it's going to be all that one thing. So if you painted sand, it's all sand. Apart from if you use a paint tool like this, which is a layered paint tool, then the flat bits will go grass. The bits probably near water or something will turn into sand. And the side bits will go back to being rock. So I'm assuming they're going to have a few of those. So if you don't want to just paint all the sides and stuff, it will auto do it. No water tools yet. Another thing that I quite like is you can have a scenery lock on or off. If you have it on and you pull things up, then it'll just make these lovely shells around all your scenery. So, hang on, if we now go into first person and have a look under here, we can see that this is now in its own little mini cave that has been made for it. And if you have that off... Actually, I think that also lets you drag out from, like, the scenery angles. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I've not played a lot of this. If you have that off, then it basically just squishes it inside there. And it gets a little bit too close for comfort. Oh, hang on, I've crashed into the terrain. Help! And there we go. With the scenery lock off, you can see that that's all rocked off, so it's covered up the scenery, but it's kept a bit of a berth around the path. So the paths don't get squished by the scenery, but by the terrain, but the scenery will. So if you want to make a instant cave, you now have that ability. Oh my god, the amount of bloody potential this game has been... I watch every YouTuber that plays this game now, and they're all vastly better than me, so that makes me sad on the inside. So because of that scenery lock, you can also destroy stuff underneath scenery that you already have. So if we go all the way back here, you can see that I've carved out a huge chunk underneath my park as it currently stands, and I put some flames on there so it looks like it's hovering a bit, because that's the fun that I like to have. But yeah, it makes these beautiful, just by pushing away the terrain, I made this quite interesting cave, and then I can build under all this stuff. In fact, I don't actually know how far away you can push things. Good grief, that's... Yeah, you can make some pretty freaking deep levels. In fact, really freaking deep levels. In fact, ludicrously deep levels. We've got the engine. No, that's just still going. Okay, if I just stop moving, that's going to go as deep as it can go. I actually now... Oh, there you go, that's flattened off. There we go, so you can be that deep. Which is pretty deep, I'd say. So yeah, you've got all that to play with. And of course, when you're under here, you can then burrow your way through. So you can actually make an entire park that is completely and utterly underground. And I think one day I might just do that. I've actually just dragged one of the buildings. You can duplicate the building sheet you make and put them anywhere. So I've dragged one of them down into this cave with me just to give you a sense of scale of what sort of you can build in a few seconds. I mean, that is a very large cave that you can dig out very quickly. I quite like the view from here with that nice smoky entranceway there. But yeah, you could actually just build a completely underground park. I'm absolutely going to do that. I absolutely want to do that more than anything. I have beyond destroyed this park right now, though. That's not a happy-looking park. Let's go to a different one. So, this is the different one that I've chosen. Yeah, you can build Mount Rushmore using this terrain editor. That is genuinely a thing that you can do. This is one of the ones that comes with the game. This isn't mine. I wish I was this talented. Yes, you can just build Mount Rushmore and then build a roller coaster that goes around it, because that's just what you do. That's just the sort of thing that you can do. Can you tell that I like this game? I try and hide it, you know. Right, I'm not entirely sure I've showed this park off yet. This is the one that I've been tweeting about when I first got the game. This was the first sort of park that I kind of put together. I think it was the first park I put together. Can't quite remember now. But this is my, it's a little pirate park for now. It's getting like a second section here that's more modern and stuff. Pirate, modern. But I do think this looks absolutely beautiful. A lot of lights, a lot of trees, a lot of foliage. Game is still running beautifully smooth, which I'm very, very, very happy with. Yeah, a lot of strange rides, like this one where you battle a kraken, where, because I couldn't have terrain tools, I just laid up a lot of bushes, so we get this sort of effect here. So it looks like it's a bit jungly, and then you've got all this skull and crossbones. And this one, then, you know, this one, like the kraken, wraps around the bow. Ooh, I like building theme parks. Screw you. Oh my god, this is my favorite one. If we go, hang on, go to the first person. Woo! There's this like evil pirate skull here. Makes me so happy because of the red lights. In fact, this, because it's all blue and stuff, would be the perfect place for the smoky VFX. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to make a roller coaster. Actually, let's ride the roller coaster I already have, because I spent a lot of time building it. I don't think I've shown you yet. Right. Screw it. I put F in. Right, go down here. Oh, it's the Kraken. Do a loop-the-loop around the back of the ship, which is known as the starport. And we go up and over this little thingy here. Then there's a little kink here that I haven't quite worked out. Somebody dies there. You go upside down going through that bit there. Mostly upside down here. Just make it over here to go through the pirate bit. Honest, that whole bit over there needs work. But then you go around through the pirate ship, and then you go around, and that's when the Kraken's like, I'm up in your face. But he wasn't that time. And there we go. That's the right there. I like that. So we've got to make something at least that exciting. At least. Okay, we're going to build an American arrow. First thing is we want to choose where we want people to get on and off. Is it on and off on the left, or they go on like that, or they go on like that, or they go left, right? I want that one, because that one looks awkward for the game, and I like to test things. We'll build that down like that, so everybody... Ooh, that's new. We never had those before. Because before, this has probably been updated to have them now, which means that this bit doesn't look very good. Yeah, so, before, everyone basically went on that bit there, and then came through here. That's just how it went. No, sorry, they go in here, and then they went off there, so it's just a through one. Oh my god, they shot my roller coaster! Well, there's a dolphin arc right now. I think I've got a Kraken sitting around that corner. Yeah, so now, I'm guessing that they go on, they don't go that way, they get on that way, and then go off that way. Yes, I've completely broken that one. God bless you, Alphas. Right. We'll go through here. Right, we have a ruler tool that will increase length. We've got the left and the right. We've got the up and the down. And then we've got the rotation. So I guess we want to go up first. Maybe not that high. That'll do, mate. Chain lift. There we go. Building. We got that. What's that? Drive tires. Oh, is that what whooshes it and makes it kind of go really fast? Okay. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to find out. Right, when we get to the top... Can I pull off a loop-the-loop like as soon as it gets up there because of those drive tires? I don't know. Maybe like instead of a loop-the-loop up, maybe like something that goes down. Oh my god, that's a freaking pretzel. Okay, I've done sort of a bow thing. It goes up a little bit and then it sort of sorts itself out. And now I want to just rotate that back to go round, and then I want to go down. Let's go to free camera. I find free camera just easier when building the old roller coasters. Then I want that to go down. So does that sort of match up with that other one? I think it's getting to roughly the same sort of place, so we'll build that for $1. Roller coasters are cheap these days, and then we'll build that, 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 and that auto raised up. What if we do auto tunnel instead? Ooh, look, you can actually see how everything's going to get, like, beaten and destroyed. Ooh! Ooh, that's funky. Right, you keep going down and down and down and down. And then I guess at some point you're going to have to come up. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, you can actually go underneath and build sort of with it. Like this. There we go. Nice and outside. Wow, that looks so cool. Right, so we're around here. Where's the end there? There's an autocomplete. Does that work? It does! Brilliant! $4. Roller coaster building's pretty goddamn cheap. Okay, so now we've got a working roller coaster. So we need to place the entrance. The entrance has to be this side, because we said they're getting on this side. Place the exit. Exit has to be that side. Add the queue to the entrance. Done, and then add the ticket booth. Oh, okay. Well, fine, I'll move everything. Jesus. Initialize a test. Right, I built the path, so I'm initializing a test, and I'm going to go, because this is a new screen, isn't it? And we're going to get the analytics. Oh, actually, analytics coming soon. I bet that means it's just not in the alpha yet. Damn it. And we can paint everything as we go, change the carts, etc. But now it is time to ride the American Arrow. Oh, I hope these whoosh me, otherwise I'm going to fall right the way back. They are whooshing! Possibly not as fast as I'd like. Oh, piss! Oh my god, I can't... Oh my god, I can't actually edit the bloody roller coaster. Edit track is off. Why is edit track off? I need it to work. Is that not in the thing yet? Oh! It's because it's open. Ah, what a twat. Okay, just replacing a bit of track. I've noticed there's actually a lock button you can click there, so it all locks together nicely. There's also a smoothing thing. I don't know what that does, but we'll find out later, because now it is time to test and ride. I've changed the top bit in a way you won't even slightly notice. You won't even notice. Oh my god, there's a bloody crash test dummy in here with me. Yeah, so this is the new top bit. Basically, we just whoosh around, and then, yeah. I took all that bit off, because I just wanted to go in here. Oh, that's a bit janky. Out, that's my neck come off. Right, we go under the tunnel. Oh, good grief. We go loop the loop, in and out. Round we go. And back into the thing. And my legs have come off, but that's, just like that bit there. Yeah, I do like how it builds the lovely, beautiful, smooth tunnels. I especially like this, instead of just taking that huge, bloody great swathe of it. Right, that's the testing done. Stop the testing. Ride status is open. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. If you wanna. I have a bit of a problem, you see. That roller coaster in the background kind of destroys my lovely scenery and parody theming, you know, where it's all like, oh, everything makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a really, really, really big dome and put this in it. That's literally my plan right now. Right, so if we pull it up from there, we've got to be careful because of the edge of the terrain. So we're just going to basically put a nice big dome all the way around it like that. Oh, hang on a second. I built from... Yes, that wasn't built from a flat place, but it'll do. It'll do me fine. I just got to make sure I go higher than the Ferris wheel. Higher than the Ferris wheel we want to see. Higher than the Ferris wheel we get. Much higher than the Ferris wheel. Lovely. Okay, so flatten from foundation all the way across here. Yes. Over it goes. I'm going to try and get it quite as close to the edge as I can, although I'm very aware it's only going to be like a half dome because I won't be able to build over there. I like the really ominous shadow that formed over my park there. That was really beautiful. Over there like that, over there like that, over there like that. Lovely. And then over here. Oh yes, this is most glorious. Right, we don't want to touch that roller coaster. We're trying to hide that roller coaster away because we're sad because of it or something. This is a good time to turn off the surface lock. So now if I just click and drag round, it'll just build from that surface. It's going to build in many directions at once. We should fill this in nice and fast. Yes. Bye, park. Last little bit's closing up now. I like how the top of the bottom ring to they meet each other. And there we go. So, oh, hang on, we need to do just a little bit more on this side over here, just to make sure that is maximum cave. There we go. So now I have moved my pirate area into a big scary cave, and that is a big cave, which I quite like. In fact, we could actually probably cut a small section out. We would just push if we could chisel our way through a section of it. Maybe not that size, but then people actually, you know, be able to see the sun and then wouldn't go mad. Whoa, and there goes that hole. Oh, look at that. We can break it up a little bit. Make it look a bit more cavey. Nice. Okie dokie. So, see, I said I wanted to get like an underground park, and here it is. It's this one. Wow, we can light this with little lights as well. Oh my god, I'm going to light with little lights. Oh, the Kraken is awake in the darkness, and so are all these lovely little lights. Look at that. It's a very nice nighttime scene now here, even though it is actually nighttime. So from the outside, yeah, see, we don't see that roller coaster anymore. The illusion is maintained. Oh, good grief. Actually, well, people are still getting on it, though. It's pitch black in here. Oh, in fact, the whole roller coaster is sort of in darkness now, which is nice. And if we go up here... Oh, that roller coaster still wraps around here. That's a bit more of a dangerous roller coaster then. But oh well, through that little gap there. Yeah! So, basically, you can just build giant caves and stick your theme parks in them, if you want. Or you could just completely dig out the floor and build them in, if you wanted. In fact, you can do anything. Anything. This looks like a fucking nativity scene right now. I mean, that is probably a deleted scene from the Bible where Jesus went to, Chessington World of Adventures after he was born. But that probably happened. You don't know. You weren't there.
The Nerd3! The Nerd3! The Nerd who? The Nerd3!